Hello everyone and welcome to Military Grade Magic. This week we're talking about weird interactions, weird rules, other things that may trip you up when you're playing the game. So we brought on our weirdest pup in the pack. We got Astro back. So excited to have him back, part of the pod. So of course, if you watched our 18A episode, you know we've got an odd bag of deck combinations coming in for the game. But if you've already watched that, we'll have the timestamps below so you can skip ahead to the pod if you'd like, or, give it another watch. I've watched it a couple of times and learning from my own playstyle, other people's playstyles every time. So otherwise, we're just so happy you're here. Please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff, and sit back and enjoy the show. Thank you so much.
Now I can't hear Astro. What is going on? Why is this happening? Okay.
Can you hear that, Chief?
I can hear Astro. I can hear you. Excellent. Good enough. Alright, I rolled a 13. Astro rolled a 20. And Top rolled a 7. Excellent. Astro, please, for the love of all that is holy, let's get this game going.
Okay, so one time I'll keep draw, we already went through that, I'm gonna tap them out and then I pass.
Excellent. We're going by next highest, right? So me? Alright. I will also untap, upkeep, and draw. I'll play a Swampy Swamp. And I'll pass.
I'm going to play a land and name... What's the name? This land enters tapped. It enters. Choose a color other than green. I can tap it for green or the mana of chosen color. I'm gonna go with swamp. So black. Black dial.
Green and swamp, my two favorite colors. Alright, Astro.
Okay, untap, upkeep, draw. Let's see what the cards have me. From the swamp, tapping those two to summon my commander. It's got ward, so pay 2 life. Other creatures you control enter with an additional +1/+1 counter on them for each opponent who lost life this turn. And whenever you cast a lizard spell, Gabs deals 1 damage to target opponent.
Are you playing lizard people?
Yes,
Lizard.
I am.
Lizard.
I can get behind
Lizard. Alright, is that your go?
Yes.
Alright. Untap, upkeep, Shiny Plains, and pass.
that. Shiny Plains tap for 2.
You know it's true. Your turn.
Play secluded courtyard. As it enters, choose a creature type. I choose elemental. I can pay, tap it to add any color.
Pay life to add any color.
As long as it's an elemental or an elemental ability, otherwise it's colorless.
Okay.
Okay. Untap, upkeep, draw. Let's go with it. So I'm gonna tap these 2 to summon a Gate Blade Assassin, and then I am going into combat.
Damage first.
What was that?
Should have done damage first. After you do damage, don't they enter with 1/1 counter?
Oh yes, no. Yeah, I feel like you can turn it back now.
Next
Let's just go
time.
with it.
Okay.
Fuck it, we'll do it live. Going 3-2 at you, Chief.
3?
Yes.
I'll eat 3, and that's commander damage.
Mm-hmm.
You're playing Rakdos. Let me get my red die here. That's 3 damage from you.
Yes.
Is that your turn?
And yep.
Alright. Untap, upkeep, draw. I will play a Swampy Swamp. Alright. I will tap 3. And I will play Phyrexian Altar. I'll pass.
That's a pretty good card, they say.
That's pretty good! That's pretty good!
Do green. We'll do the responsible thing. And I'm gonna ramp City. Kodama's Reach. I'll search for 2 basics, put 1 on the battlefield and 1 in my hand.
I'm not gonna lie, when you said responsible thing, I thought you were gonna blow up my Phyrexian Altar. I just assumed that was the responsible thing to do.
Untap, upkeep, draw.
On the battlefield.
Go with
In my hand.
going into combat.
Okay.
I I'm going to share the love. I'm going both of them at top. So it's a 3-2 and a 1-3.
Okay, I can't do anything about that.
Okay, so whenever a gate player stats in text, if any player loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. So that's an addition. Would that be an additional one?
Yes.
Yeah.
Alright, so then I'm gonna summon tap 1 to summon Hall Monitor. Then he gets a +1/+1 counter.
Excellent.
No, it's a +2/+2, my bad, because both. No, just one, because I only swung for top, my bad. Should have sung for both.
Oh,
And,
it's per who you hit. That's
yes.
sick.
The more I hit, the bigger they get.
That's good. I said that's
And-
good.
And a pass.
Cool. Tappy. Keepy. I will play Sejiri Glacier. It enters tapped. I can tap it for a plains later. I will tap 2 blacks to play Cabal Ritual. So I add 3 black mana to my mana pool. I'll tap 1 white, and I'll play Archfiend of the Dross. When Archfiend of the Dross enters the battlefield, he enters with 4 oil counters on them. At the beginning of your upkeep, remove an oil counter from Archfield of the Dross. Then if it has no oil counters on it, you lose the game. Whenever a creature an opponent controls dies, its controller loses 2 life. He's a 6/6 with flying, and I'll pass.
For my land per turn, I'm going to play Flamekin Village. And I'm going to reveal an elemental from my hand, belonging, so it enters untapped. Then we'll do a thing where it is going to be red 1 and 2 for my commander. How many artifacts are on the field? I think we'll call that a day. Alright, we'll tap. Nothing. I pass turn.
Okay. Untap, upkeep, draw. Okay, let's go with the. How do I ping them for mole? Okay, let's go straight into combat then. Top, do you have any blockers?
I got a 2/3.
And I got a 6/6.
Okay, I'm trying to think how we can do this. Let's play a risky game. We'll skip to combat and just tap for 1, put another lizard.
Oh, that one's blanked out because of the light. I can't read that one.
Oh, the glare. Okay, my bad. It's Iridescent Vine Lasher, Offspring, 2, Landfall. Whenever land you control enters, this creature deals 1 damage to target opponent.
Nice.
Can you see it there?
Yep, that's much better.
I should be 12.
A black
Right.
landfall ability.
I'll pass.
Untap.
It's a risky gamble. We'll see if it plays off.
Untap. Upkeep. Well, I'll tell you about risky gambles. I played a card that makes me lose when this goes to 0. I'm gonna reduce him to 3 oil counters on my upkeep. I draw for turn. Excellent. I am going to tap a swamp and a plains to summon Abigail, Eloquent First Year. Let me put it on me. Abigail Eloquent First Year has flying, first strike, and lifelink. When Abigail enters, up to 1 other target creature loses all abilities. I'll choose Archfiend of the Dross. Then you put a flying counter, a lifelink counter, and a first strike counter on that creature. So, Archfiend of the Dross is now a 6/6 with flying, lifelink, and first strike. Alright, does anyone have anything before I go into combat? Alright, Astro, coming at you for 6 in the air.
Alright. That's not Commander, right?
That is not Commander. My Commander is a 1/1. Okay, any responses? Alright, so I gain 6 life, and you lose 6 life. Cool, you already did that, excellent. Second main phase. I will sacrifice Abigail to the Phyrexian altar for a black mana. And then I will pay 2 more and I will pay 5 life into Toxic Deluge to do -5/-5 to everything on the field. And that's my turn.
I'm going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for my commander. I'll tap the 1 for this to cast the Evoke. Ingot Skewer. I can invoke it out. So it enters. I get to destroy target artifact. I'll do the 1 artifact on there. Whenever you have to sacrifice it, so whenever I sacrifice a non-token elemental creature, it create a token that's a copy of it. It gains haste until the end of turn, beginning of my next end step. I can pay Wooburg, and if I don't, it gets sacrificed. I don't think there's any more artifacts, right, that are on the field.
I do not have an artifact now. My creature's a Phyrexian demon, so it doesn't even count towards it.
Alright, then Chief, I'll hit you for 3 since it has haste.
That's fair. Hey, we're all at 35 life. That's excellent.
So, next end step.
It's
is
this.
That
It's
now
yes.
or
It's
my next turn.
It's now.
Oh yeah, obviously I don't have Wooburg, so the token creature goes away, and I pass.
Alright, untap the keep draw.
Alright, Astro, you need a land.
Right? I can work with this. Tap 2 for Impact Tremors enchantment. Whenever a creature enters the battlefield under your control, Impact Tremors deals 1 damage to each opponent.
That is wild. That is only 2 mana.
And I pass.
Untap. Keep. Draw. I will tap a plane for an Esper Sentinel, and then I will tap 3 for an Ashnod's Altar. Does anybody have any responses? Okay, I'm going to go into combat. I'm gonna swing at you, Top, for 6 in the air.
Yeah, no blocks.
Alright, I gain 6 life, you lose 6 life. Alright. I have nothing for second main. I will pass to you.
Smeagol?
Yes, sir.
Smeagol. One of those. Call those mountains up in there.
Mountain.
Up in there. Up in there. I'm gonna do 1 for a Soul Ring.
That is a non-creature spell. Are you gonna pay 1 so that I don't draw a card?
Sure.
Okay.
We'll do the 1.
It's just your first non-creature spell each turn. So.
Okay. I'm going to tap 4 because of my commander's ability. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm going to evoke out this Belonging dude. When it enters, I create 3 1/1 colorless shapeshifter creature tokens. It gets sacrificed, right? And it comes back. So I have 6 1/1s, and this guy has haste.
Yes.
Till end of turn.
That is correct.
So let me find my little changeling dudes, because they should give you all the tokens. You know what I'm saying?
You would think.
Here they are.
Excellent.
6 of them bad boys.
That's how you do it.
Alright. You have,
I got a
what's
1/1.
Asper's Sentinel?
Yes.
What's his power toughness?
He's just a 1/1.
I'll do a 2/3 and a 6/6 at ya.
I'll take. That's 2 commander.
Yep.
Okay. I will eat all of that.
That is my turn.
Alright,
I
Astro.
have to sacrifice a guy.
Let's see if I can do anything.
Get you a land,
Untap
buddy.
the keep draw. Yeah, finally, I landed. Alright, cool. So,
Looks like meat's back on the table, boys.
He still needs
Right.
1 more so he can summon his commander again.
there. Oh man, okay, let's see. Alright, so I think I might be able to do this. So I'm gonna tap 2 to Flame Cash Gecko, but since he enters, Impact Tremors would deal 1 damage to both of you.
That's correct.
Okay, so that means when Flame Cash Gecko enters, if an opponent lost life this turn, add a swamp and a mountain.
Hold on.
So you play a creature, we lose a thing? We lose
Yeah.
life?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Hold on.
And
How-
then I get...
Hold on.
Okay.
It's when they enter the battlefield. Does it say when she's cast or when she enters? How does she read?
No, just when Flame Cash Gecko enters, if an opponent lost life this turn, add a swamp and a mountain.
Okay, you can do that because you can stack your triggers that way. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool. That's what I was banking.
Yup.
Okay.
You can do that.
Let's go with. Damn it. What's that? You know what? Let's just tap both of them for Chandra's Pyroline. Whenever a source you control deals non-combat damage to an opponent, Chandra's Pyroline gets a +1/+0 and gains double strike until end of turn. Oh yeah.
Okay. I'm reduced to 31. Top is down to 27. Is that your turn?
Yes, I passed.
Okay. Untap. Upkeep. Draw. Planesy Planes. I'm going to tap 3 to play Acrobatic Maneuver. Exile target creature you control. Turn it to the battlefield, and then I draw a card. Not necessarily what I was hoping for.
These aren't the droids you're looking for.
These are not. I'm not hitting my card draw, which is a real bummer. Because Moose
This is
just.
your face when you did that.
Oh, that's pretty close. I'm swinging the biggest beater on the board, but I'm not getting. I should have an army of them by now. All right, I'm gonna go into combat. Astro, 6 in the air at you.
Roger that.
I gain 6 life. I will go to instep and pass to you top.
I'm mostly about anything on your end step. I don't untap all my lands. I draw. Does anyone have any enchantments or artifacts?
I have Esper
I have
Sentinel
1
and
enchantment.
I have
You
Esper.
have 1 enchantment. What do you have?
I have 2.
Impact Tremors.
I'm sorry, Chief. What'd you say?
I have Esper Sentinel and Ashnod's Altar.
I'm gonna tap this for 2.
Okay.
1, 2, and I'm gonna evoke out Avenger of Zendikar. So I get the number of 0/1 plant tokens equals the number of lands I control. I control 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I'll get 14 because he'll enter, die, come back as a token.
Yes. 14 plants. Wish I still had my Toxic Deluge.
Got 14 schmackles on these bad boys, and they're 0/1s.
For now.
Haven't played a land for a turn.
Oh no.
I'm going to do a foresty forest, so they're going to become 1/2s. Alright. Go into the combats. Alright, Chief. I'm coming at you with a 5/5, a 2/3, and 6 1/1s.
I will block the 5/5 with Esper Sentinel, and then I will take the remaining 8 damage.
Okay?
Unless you got anything else for me.
Going to end step. This guy goes away. Passes the turn.
Alright. And tap, upkeep, draw. Okay.
You can do it, Astro. I believe in you.
We're going with a swamp, then
Planes? Does he have only 2?
3.
4.
Oh, you just got your 4th one?
Only 2 on there.
Yeah, I just got the 4th one.
We can only see the 2.
And, okay. Oh, okay. My bad.
You're fine.
Oh, yeah, move over, my man.
Alright, then I'm gonna tap them all to summon my commander, finally.
Excellent.
I should have gone to combat first, but whatever.
That's fine.
And I know the top has 14 defenders and then some, right?
I have no blocks.
Yeah, I got 14 1/2s.
Okay.
Oh, we lose life
Then
because of
I-
impact tremors.
Yep, one. Just a single one.
It's happening again, Top. We're ignoring Astro. We're gonna lose because we're not gonna do
Well, here's the thing. Like, you swing and you get back everything you lost.
No, you're hitting me for 8. I'm gaining 6 back.
So it's like you're only going down 2. So it's like you're hitting me, you're hitting Astro, I'm hitting you. So it's like we're all kind of even Steven at the moment.
I'm trading blows with both
Yeah.
of you, but yeah, he's about to mollywop me for more than what I'm gonna get back.
Alright, so, since damage was built by impact tremors, is Chandra's Pyroline. Whenever a source you control deals non-combat damage to an opponent, Chandra's gets +1/+0 and gains double strike until end of turn. I'm just gonna put that there for this
Excellent.
turn.
That's just
1-0.
great. That's perfect.
And then I'm gonna swing 2/3 with double strike and 2/2 at you, Chief.
All of it at me.
Yes.
What's the total damage?
This one would be a 4 for double strike and 6.
6 total.
Yes.
Brings me to 22.
Then pass.
Okay. Untap. Keep. Draw. Let me scan the board here real quick. Your commander's died once already. So how much would it be to bring out?
Yes.
Not you. Top.
6.
Top.
What's going on here?
How much is your commander cost right now when he brought him out?
He cost 5.
So it'd be 7 if I killed it. I'm gonna put you out of the turn. Oh, I can't do that. He's a Wooburg permanent. I can't do that. Okay. Alright. Well.
Oh, you have something that says kill non-black token.
No, I have something that says, I'm gonna play it so you can see it. I'm gonna tap a black and a white to play Vanishing Verse, exile target mono-colored permanent. I'm gonna exile Impact Tremors.
Oof.
And then I'm going to tap a black and 1 to play Stir the Grave. I'm going to return target creature card with converted cost X or less. So X is 1. I will turn Esper Sentinel. Okay. I will hold this turn. No swings. I will pass to you, Top.
On your end step,
You are super hazed out, by the way, on your camera. I don't know if it's because it focused on your commander when you brought it.
it is. I wonder if it's because it focused on the card.
There you go. Yeah, I think so. You're good now. You're good now.
On my end step, on your end step, I do nothing, so I'm untap.
Thank you for announcing that to the crew. Keep them guessing. Don't ever let them know your play.
Right?
Okay. I'm gonna do a thing.
I believe in you.
1, 2, 3, 4, and I'm gonna cast Risen Reef.
Okay.
Okay. Now 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna evoke out Titan of Industry. So I'm going to choose how many enchantments and artifacts are out there.
I got 2 artifacts.
I got 0.
So Impact Tremors was gone. Alright, so I'll destroy
You're
the
welcome.
2 artifacts when he enters. On the enter, I look at the top card. Well, you know, it's a land. Goes onto the battlefield. This rolls up. This gets sacrificed. It comes back. I look at the top card. What do you know? It's a land. It enters. These
Would you
roll up.
stack it?
Is there any more enchantments out on the battlefield?
No.
Nope.
Alright, so since he's on the battlefield, I'm going to choose to gain. You know what? No. We're going to put 2 4/4 rhinos on the field. Why not?
Oh, man. This is exactly what I figured was going to happen with this deck.
2 4/4 rhinos. For the
Excellent.
folks at home to know, this is purely a pre-con. Go out and get it. I highly recommend.
It is.
How much creatures do you have, Tom?
I have. Alright, let me kind of assemble the Avengers here in a way such that people can see. Alright, so I have 3 untapped lands. these 3 lands, and then these creatures. Alright.
He's got 24 tokens on the field. It's hard to tell with the dice, but no, 22.
So I got 14 4/5s on the field. Okay. So you have 1 blocker, right?
I have a 6/6 with flying, first strike, and lifelink open to block.
Okay. I want to swing enough to knock you out with the lightning, so let's do that math right quick.
Okay.
Alright.
You need to do 28 damage to me then.
28 damage?
Mhm.
So 4 divided by 28 is what?
7.
Why, tell me, what's 4 divided by 28? That's
7.
7? Alright, so
I
7.
did say that, but I did also say question.
So we will swing 8 at you, Chief.
Okay.
So swing these 8 at you. And then the remaining 6 at Astro. 6 times 4 is 24 plus 7 at Astro.
Should be enough to knock
Let's
us both.
go to see how this goes.
You only got the 1 blocker, right, Astro?
Yeah.
If you swing if you swing your commander, you should be able to knock both of us out.
Okay.
And your changeling.
Most things.
Risen Reef just got on the
Oh
field.
yeah, I forgot the changeling.
Yeah.
Shoot, I forgot the changeling.
Yeah, if you swing
Yeah,
all of
yeah.
those, unless he's got a pocket trick or a pocket red Rakdos Fog, I think that's game.
So how much is coming at me, top? 30 something?
6 times 4
24.
24.
is 24 plus 6
30.
is 30 plus a 2-3.
32.
If I was to block the highest, what was it, the 7, I believe? Would that keep me alive for 1 turn?
Wait,
Yeah.
I forgot the 7/7. The 7/7's coming at you as well.
And he has trample.
Damn. So,
Yes.
Yep, that's GG.
That's GG.
Okay. That's it.
I have no response. Good,
Nope, no
good
response.
game.
All right.
Copper veins are pulsing with the lightning's breath, where flesh and steel meet to cheat the grip of death. The boiler works go in overdrive to ensure our thopters can thrive. We weld together the jagged edges of our fevered dream, between the hissing pistons and the sulfur gleam.
Now we're kicking on all cylinders.
Hey,
Man,
Boss
it's-
Man, did you get that pre-con because of the old man, or the old man got it
Yeah.
because of you?
So the reason I got that pre-con was
Uh-huh.
because the old man came out swinging. I'm like, oh my god! I've always talked about doing a myriad deck, and he used the commander or the legendary creature that says you can, at the beginning of like combat, you can grant one of your elementals with myriad, and he was just running amok on Chief and I, and I'm like, this is it. This is what I wanted. And so I bought the pre-con when I was down in Mississippi with another guy doing a planning conference for an AT. And this last BA, the old man plays the commander that I was playing, the one that gives all of your elementals evoke, and he beat Atraxa like single-handedly. Like,
It's a really good pre-con.
brother,
For sure.
if you this
Yeah, 'cause I
level out
remember
that
him
mana
saying
base a
beat
little
both
bit
you
better
guys.
and just swap out a few of the creatures that you don't really need, man, you can It's so good. They did so well building that deck. So well.
Okay, yeah, because I remember the
only
old man. He was so happy that he was telling us in what's called that with me and Clouder. He was like, "Yeah, man, I finally beat Chief and Top," and I was like, "Oh, damn, okay, what deck were you using?" Then he showed the picture of the mental that I see you using. I'm like, "Ah, okay."
And then Top broke the most sacred rule in any Magic the Gathering pod and went and bought the exact same deck.
Brother.
Oof.
Okay. Like I was telling Astro.
Well, it's a pre-con.
I have been, if we circle back to like circa August 2025 here,
If not earlier. Like,
I was like,
before we
I
did
want to
the
build a
pod.
Myriad deck. After we
Mhm.
played, I think it was Commander Boulder's Gate at Kuwait
Yeah.
with all the
Mhm.
boys. I'm like, man, I think a Myriad
You were-
deck would be so good.
You were so jelly because maybe not jelly is the right word, but like Cookie Monster had a borderline with the deck that he built for our
It was a
draft
draft,
deck.
yeah.
Yeah. He had a borderline pretty decent
Mhm.
Myriad deck.
Yes.
And I remember you being like, I want that so bad.
I realize the older I get with this game, I don't want to build like I want to build like a concept like Myriad and build everything around that, you know, because it's so fun.
Yeah.
I don't know, like
Mhm.
Goad, build a deck around Goad. Yeah, I don't know.
Hey, that makes you happy, Top. You build those decks.
It does. It warms my little cold top heart.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I kind of figured what's called recently since I've been building decks. I mean, both of you guys were right when we first started playing Magic, and you're like, "Yeah, this guy's a white player," and I realized I'm like, "Damn, I really am a white player." Because pretty much most of my commanders that I'm trying to build have some form of white in them. I'm like, I gotta have some control. And I'm just building the Marnius Calgar as like a large token deck, and just putting Space Marines on and off, and it's like, yeah, that's what I want. Just lots of tokens and just start swinging.
And then go for the kill with 30 tokens.
Yeah, that's it. That's the game plan.
Cookie Monster had a lot of those decks too during the MOB. Or maybe I'm just thinking of the one. He had that Selesnya.
Hmm.
Oh my gosh. That he would get, and it wasn't just a token, it was like 30 different types of creatures.
Because it's all about
and it was
Coven, right?
Yeah,
Mhm.
I was on the Coven set. Oh my gosh, that was such a wild.
That was Midnight Hunt and
Mhm.
the like Scarlet Wedding or
Innistrad?
some shit. I don't know. Something Wedding
Anyway.
and Midnight Hunt.
It was a good set. It's a fun mechanic, yeah.
I will say, Cookie Monster is the one that got me to build spite decks. Because after that last deck, when he just all the lands, I'm like, brother, I am building the dragon that just destroys lands. I'm like, that is, okay, yeah.
Matt's land
And I told him
destruction,
that too.
really.
Yep. Oh yeah.
For those of you that were not watching along with our holiday tournament, Astro got knocked out by Cookie Monster. Was that first round?
Yep. First round.
Oof. That was a brutal game.
What was the matchup?
Go ahead.
I forgot who his commander was.
It was all about getting all of the gates out.
Mhm. Yep.
And then winning. He had the alternate win con. If he had all of the gates out, he won.
Oh,
Or like
wow.
9 gates out or whatever, yeah. So he got all 9 gates out, and then
Didn't you pick that
and
up
then
from
won.
Moose's Whatnot channel? That
Mhm.
that commander.
No,
Shout out to Moose and his Whatnot
no,
channel. I
it's
don't know
not
what it's
the-
called, but let's shout it out here.
If I'm not mistaken, that was a Wooburg commander that you were going up against, wasn't it?
I don't remember.
Because the one I got was Sultai. It was blue, black, green. I think he had access to all 5 colors. I might be wrong on that. I'll have to double check. I'll check the notes. But yeah, no, it was just a real. And then Astro was running Cloud, Midgard Mercenary, the mono white Voltron deck.
Yep.
And forgot to put Swiftfoot boots in. He was running the deck with only 98 cards in it. He forgot to put the last card in.
Doing it for the love of the game.
Hey man, it is what it do.
But it was fun, and he knows that I'm building that deck just out of spite too.
Hey, I haven't announced it yet, but I have come up with our next holiday tournament. I already know what we're gonna do. It's gonna be beautiful.
Okay.
Well, didn't we talk about the winner gets to build a commander card with us or something like that?
Mhm.
The prize?
We'll do a pre-con together. Yeah, we'll collab on a pre-con. Yeah.
I think that would be fun.
That's gonna be the prize. Yeah, but I have an idea, a theme, for our next one. So, but it's gonna be a lot of extra work. So we'll probably have to do our drafts in like October, and then we'll start games in December, something like that. So just to give you a little bit of a heads up. So, but yeah, I'm getting it together. So yeah, if that's something any of you listening at home are interested in, be sure to hit us up well in advance. I'm very excited. You couldn't tell.
Tickets are going hot. Gotta get them while the getting's good.
That's right. Limited
I got
availability.
5 schmeckles.
I definitely didn't have to beg people to play last holiday tournament. That didn't happen. That's fake news.
Mm-hmm.
You can always count on me to play, Chief.
Yeah.
I know. Speaking of which, happy to have you here, Astro. Didn't do a proper intro at the rip here, but glad you're here. Glad we didn't lose sight of you in the middle of the game this time again, and didn't let you steamroll us at the end.
Well, I told Top if he had given me one more turn, I would have just racked those charmed everything, and that's why I asked this question: how many creatures does he have? Because I was looking at his life total.
I was at 14 plants, 6 changelings, and I think 5 or 6 non-token creatures, something like that.
Yeah, you should have left, because that's an instant, right? You should have just left a red-black open.
I was thinking about it, but I was like, nah, I forgot that he had all the changelings as well, and I was like, oh man. But yeah,
I would have probably steamrolled you though. You would have king made if you'd done that. I think, not to toot my horn, but you were pretty behind on the mana curve.
Yeah, no, I was like, you know what? I was like, 2 lands is good enough for this deck. Then I was like, no, I just kept getting. Yeah. I do it for the love of the game, Chief. Then I was like, you know what? Maybe not next time.
That Orzhov deck that I was running this evening, the highest cost is 4 in that deck. I have no spells that cost more than 4 mana in that deck.
Oof.
And that's kind of the rip, right? Like, they cost less because of the downside of the card, but your commander takes that away.
I call it my terrible deck because every creature card in that deck is awful. Just like Archfiend of the Dross, where I lose if he's on the field for 4 turns. I just have all these terrible cards, and then I take their abilities away with my commander and make them good cards. So yeah, it's a really neat deck. I really like it. It's not had a super high win rate, but it's mostly because, like we've talked about before, turn 4, turn 5, I just suddenly have like a 6/6 and an 8/8 flying with lifelink swinging at people. It's kind of scary stuff. So I don't.
Yeah, you become the arch enemy pretty quick with it.
Very quickly, and I don't, and I don't. It's just a fun deck to run. You know what I mean? Like just dropping bombs. So yeah, I have no regrets. It's a fun game.
Life gain decks are like, what do they call them? The Planeswalker decks, right? Where you have super friends, to where if you like, if the table loses sight of it, it runs away.
So
and really,
that sounds like a deck for Kalia to go against.
The lifelink deck is the lifelink portion is really just to offset everyone just beating the crap out of me the rest of the turns. You know what I mean? Till it comes back around. But yeah, I did want to ask before we get too far off. We just wrapped up Fallout Shelter last week. Astro, did you watch season 2?
No, I have not yet.
What, Mr. NCR himself? You haven't seen it?
I'm disappointed
Well,
in you.
I've been playing what's it called New Vegas since it's what like $1 on Steam right now.
Okay,
Oh,
you have
snap.
immediately redeemed yourself.
Okay. All right.
So that's been taking away my time. So I think with all the DLCs, it was like $5 total, and I was like,
Brother.
oh yeah, we're going back to it.
That's
Did
a
you have to
pretty good deal.
download mods to get it stable?
No, I'm running it. What's it called on an ROG Ally? So it's like a handheld since I travel a lot for work now. So that's pretty much what I just be doing.
Okay. I can respect that. What character build you got going?
Tells, as
Sell-
always.
Okay, did you take your charisma to 0?
Yeah, I mean,
Hell
you don't need
yeah.
to talk to them if you're
Hell
dead.
yeah. Hell yeah. This is
don't
why
need
he's
to
my
talk.
favorite child,
You're dead.
Chief. That's why Astro's my favorite child right there. Always
mean-
take your charisma to 0 in New Vegas.
I was say
Mhm.
Fallout 4. That's not really a feasible
Right.
strategy.
Well, we're talking
So-
about the best Fallout game here. That's why.
I've not
And-
played New Vegas, so I can't.
So
I
in New
cannot, I
Vegas, your speech checks are based off of your skills versus your charisma level. So the only thing charisma does for you in New Vegas is increase basically the hit points of your companions. So everyone just takes it to 0 and uses those additional 5 skill points and other things.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
But highly recommend it, Chief. It's an old game, but it still holds up.
So good.
see, so I played 4, and I think I've talked about this on the channel before, but just in case I haven't, I played 4 first on a whim, walked into a GameStop on drop day, and I was like, why is everyone standing in line for this game? And I was like, oh, it looks pretty cool. So I just went ahead and picked up a copy, and because like everyone else is doing it, and everybody I was at AIT at the time, and everybody was talking about how great it was, and I was like, oh, whatever. Picked it up, loved it, played it so much when I was at my first duty station in Alaska. I was like, I'm gonna download 3 and play 3, and it was so jarring going from 4 to 3. Like I was like, this is unplayable. I remember getting to a certain point, and I saw a Mirelurk, and I'm thinking Mirelurk's from Fallout 4 to 3, and I was like, nah, dog, this isn't gonna work for me. So I never even, and that's shame on me, I never gave New Vegas a chance. I was so upset by 3. I just like, I'm just gonna keep playing 4 because I love it so much. So I've followed Oxhorn. I've listened to all of his playthroughs of 3. I've listened to quite a bit of New Vegas, so I'm relatively familiar. Speaking of which, Top, I sent you the video. Did you by chance listen to the canonical ending of New Vegas based off Fallout Season 2?
So I think I got like 3/4 of the way through, and some of it I'm like, okay, I can see that, but I haven't finished it yet.
I was going to ask, since you both are resident New Vegas players, what is this Yes Man program? Because that was the first time I'd ever heard anybody mention it.
So Yes Man is essentially one of the 3 paths you can take: NCR, Legion. Well, 4 paths: NCR, Legion, Mr. House, or basically like yourself, right? Or the free side is kind of how I take it. I don't know how you take it, Astro, to where being the Yes Man, you destroy Mr. House, the NCR, and the Legionnaires. Like, we're nonconformist and we're going to be independent. So the Yes Man is a yes man. So whatever you do, he just says, okay, that sounds cool. So
I see.
yeah, I think my very first playthrough, I went the yes man route. Now that I'm thinking about it. But my last playthrough, I haven't finished yet, but I'm going NCR route.
Hell yeah.
I just finished
but
the Lonesome Road. Dude, that Lonesome Road DLC is so good. The best DLC, bar none, in all of Fallout.
I've heard that from multiple people, so.
It is so
I'm telling you, Chief, you just got to pick it up. Right now, it's like $5. You spend
so
more on
good.
energy drinks.
Well, that's the thing, right? Between between this podcast and I'm currently getting my master's degree, and
Okay.
I was trying to peel back the vinyl flooring in my bathroom only to find out that the subfloor was rotted. So like
Ooh.
Top had to talk me off a ledge a couple of nights. He was asking me questions about our maintenance support mission that we were about to go on. I was like, brother, I cannot handle any questions about anything. I was like, I am standing over an abyss in my literal bathroom right now, where I've cut all of the flooring out of my bathroom, and I have to try to secure it before I leave in 3 days before, so that my wife and kid don't go tumbling into the
The
dirt.
abyss.
Anyway, so I say all that to say I am like halfway through Final Fantasy 16. Not that it was such a riveting game that I can't wait to get back to it, but I am not in a good place to play video games right now, unfortunately. So
Fair enough.
I will add it to the list. I'll tell you that. So once I get back on the gaming horse, I would love to. Maybe that'll be one of the first things we do if we ever get big enough. Maybe do branch off into gaming. I get a little bit more free time. We can see how long I can survive in hardcore, the survivalist mode.
You know what we need to do is like
Okay.
for Sundays or Saturdays for 1 hour, we find a multiplayer game.
Okay.
And just for 1 hour, we do start to finish.
Okay.
Know what I mean? Because we
Okay.
can spare 1
Smash
hour.
Brothers?
Let's be fair. Well, okay, a storyline.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm mainly a PC player. I don't have a PlayStation. Hold on a sec here. I'll BRB. My wife sounded like she screamed. Hold on.
Okay. We'll vamp while you're gone.
Okay. Never mind.
All right, Chip, but
My
you did
wife's
play
laughing
Final Fantasy
so
Part
loud,
2, though,
I
right?
thought there was a fucking axe murderer, but there's not.
I'm glad you confirmed. She'll be fine. I did play Final Fantasy 7 Part 2. I beat that right before I started my class, actually. No, it came out right as we got back from the MOB. I played that right at, like, that was like the first thing I did. Yeah,
Okay. Just
I got
want to be sure.
I got a PS5. I played that game, and then I played Star Wars, the second Jedi Fallen Order, Jedi Survivor.
Hmm.
And those are like literally the only two games I have for a PS5. There's no two games. They're great games. I do enjoy storyline based games way more than I enjoy multiplayer games. But yeah, I just with what time, you know what I mean?
No, I understand. Todd, did you, what's it called, get the Space Marine game?
All right.
Helldivers?
So that Helldivers and Space Marine 2, I am waiting until like everything is done, all the DLCs are out, everything is like fixed, and then I'll get it at the end. That is my plan with both Space Marine and with Helldivers, is to get it at the end of it. It's like,
Well,
what
Helldivers
Chief
is just like an ongoing
yeah
thing, so they're always just going to keep pumping out, so.
Maybe, okay. Steam summer sale, I'll probably pick it up, Helldivers. Or if Space Marines 2 ever goes under a $10 hauler, I'll pick it up on Steam. Yeah, I haven't looked into watched any gameplay or anything of those two games because they are on my hit list or on my wish list on Steam. And I'm just like, all right, I'm just gonna. There's too much going on with life, you know. Fucking going on 38 years old, brother. It's like I can't be playing games anymore all that much.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
An
And
hour.
yeah.
And if just getting to play Magic one day a
Right?
week. It's just a blessing.
Isn't it though?
If this podcast fizzles to nothing, I will find a way to keep playing Magic at least
Well,
once a
we're
week.
doing this on Friday night, so let's go to Friday Magic. You know what I'm saying?
Speaking of which, Hobbytown USA, Lincoln, Nebraska, hosted MGM a couple nights ago during our maintenance support.
They were
mission.
good. They were on point.
We had so much fun. There was 4 of us. It was the old man, Meemaw, and then Top and myself, and we played. Well, we all spread out at different tables. I had the stereotypical smelly guy that really needed the win, and then Top played with, I guess, some children. I don't know. He won all of his games. I got
I
the
did
shit
actually.
kicked out of me, but no,
The
it
old
was a
man,
lot of fun.
he was like, I don't know.
Bro, he rolled a nat
became
20
best
with the group he
friends
sat
with
down
his
on. Yeah.
entire group.
They brought all 4 Warhammer 40K decks, the precons, and they just like
Oh,
and they just picked decks to play with out of the precons, and that's what they did. I was like, brother, like what a cool group. My group was all like it was just like beating the shit out of each other, board wiping, and I was just like, this is fun. Anyway,
Did
I
you
love
say
watching all my stuff go to the
Did you
graveyard.
say your like number 4 man comes up stable? He's like, yeah, okay, I think I got this.
So we all 3 sat down. Yeah. So the 3 of us sat down and we were playing. We were just, oh, what are you playing? Oh, I'm playing. I was playing my Terra Enchantress deck, my Wooburg deck, and they're like, oh yeah, I've seen that. Like, I'm really excited. And the guy next to me is like, are you guys cool if I play Joel and Ellie? It's just got a few proxies in it. I was like, brother, I don't care if that's all proxies. That's awesome. I'd love to see Joel and Ellie run. And then the other guy is just like, oh yeah, I just built this Jeskai deck, blah, blah, it's all tokens and energy. And I'm like, oh, sick. I love to see that. This guy, number 4 guy, walks up. Deodorant is apparently hard to come by in Lincoln, Nebraska. That's cool. He looks over the board at all 3 of our commanders. He goes, I think I can beat that. He pulls out a mono black Monarch deck and just like steamrolls us. Like the whole table had to gang up on him to knock him out of the game. And I was like, brother, are you having fun? Is this what you do?
It reminds me of that
Oh,
South
man.
Park episode where they finally beat that guy. And it's like, what do we do now? We can finally play the game.
We can finally play the game. Yeah. Oh man.
oh man.
So anyway, Hobbytown USA, thank you so much for having us. If you're I know we passed out some of our stickers there, so if you you joined up, subscribed through us from that event, thank you so much for. I know we're planning a possible second maintenance mission out there, so maybe we'll see you again for another one. It was a lot of fun.
What's our thing of the week? What's the point of this
Oh,
podcast
did you want to
again?
talk
I'm
about
sorry.
something?
What's
Did you
the
wanna
point
talk
of this? Like, why are we even here?
We're doing weird rule interactions today, so and that's why we brought on one of our weirdest, most lovable weird side dogs from the pack, Astro. So thank
I
you
mean,
so
the old
much.
man isn't here, so what are you talking about, Chief?
We couldn't help him figure out how to set up his internet. He knows how to turn it on and turn it back off. He doesn't know how to actually work his internet. You know how it goes. All right, so
Not
weird
yet.
rule interactions. So I pulled some from some games that we had during the maintenance mission, some things that popped up, but also just pulled some more frequent issues that people have talked about online. So we'll talk about. I'll bring up. I have 6 stacked here to talk about, and then if you guys think of some, feel free to throw them in as well. Talk about lifelink. Multiple blockers that have lifelink. So this actually happened twice. Once because of my Ordzov deck, and once because of my actual lifelink deck. So, Astro, if you swing at me with your, I think we had a goad situation on the board where everyone had to swing something, right? So, Astro, you swing at me with a 1/1 token, right? And I have 2 5/5 blockers with lifelink, and I choose to block at you with both, what do you think happens?
You gain that. I would expect you to gain that much life, right?
I would gain 10
10.
life.
Yeah.
I did 10 damage to you, even though you only had 1 toughness, right?
Mhm.
All of the damage is dealt all at the exact same time. So all of that life just, even though I only needed 1 damage to finish you off. So that has very surprisingly been like a really like has come up multiple times. Excuse me. In gameplay, which understandably, right, like you don't want to cheat the table, but at the same time people are often like, well, you shouldn't gain that much life. I only had 4 toughness. It doesn't matter. It's how much damage I do to you, right?
Mhm.
So that's number 1. Does that make sense? Am I explaining that very well?
Yeah.
All right, cool. All right, top. Death
Mhm.
touch and trample.
Okay.
You know this one?
I do.
Okay. Why don't you explain it to the group?
All right. So let's say your boy's swinging at you with a 10-10 death touch trample, and you have a 1-1. So,
Oh, no. That's not the
oh,
a 5/5. Say the toughness is a 5/5.
of the blocking creature.
The blocking creature.
Okay. So would it be 5 or 9 damage coming at you? What would you say?
Astro, you're the one being quizzed right
Yeah. Astro, I
wait,
have
hold on.
a 10-10 death touch trample creature coming at you, and you're blocking with a 5/5. How much damage do you take? Do you take 5 because 5 is half a 10, or do you take 9 damage?
Or do you take 0 because you have a fog in your hand?
You're not chief, so it doesn't happen.
I want to say 5, but I feel like 9 is the right answer with Death Touch because it would only deal 1. But I thought the damage is happened at the exact same moment, right?
The way
So it would be
trample
5.
reads is you have to do lethal damage, and then everything else after lethal damage is how much trample damage you do. So because death touch, you only have to do 1 damage for it to be considered lethal. You only have to do 1 damage to that creature, and then you can do the rest of the 9 damage to the next creature. Does that
Okay,
make
yeah,
sense?
that checks out.
Or to your to the player. Sorry, I said creature, not player.
Mhm.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's a fun gotcha. There's not a lot of death touch trample, but you can give a lot of things death touch and a lot of things trample. So it's a fun way to get a little extra damage in there.
I got one.
Keep it on that. Oh, go ahead.
All right. So, Chief, we recently played against your ninjutsu deck, Yuriko, correct?
Yuriko,
So, I did a kind of a deep dive into ninjutsu. Do you know that throughout the entire phase of combat, you can channel or use ninjutsu from the moment of it only works after no blockers are declared. So if you attack with a creature, let's just say a 10-10 first strike, right? And the person has no blockers, you can, since going circling back here to our combat steps, it enters a first strike phase. You can do the first strike of the 10-10, and then at like your post combat step, or say they go to block you, right? Or they go to they can't block you. Anyway, so anytime throughout the combat step is what I want to get at. You can ninjutsu them in even after damage, because there's the post combat step. Because your person's still considered unblocked at the end of combat after damage is dealt, you can ninjutsu them in at that point. I didn't know this.
So you can actually do, and that's one of the things I had listed as well. You can do it on the first strike, right? You can do your first strike damage, your 10-10. ninjutsu your guy in, you'll get a second round of combat in
Mm-hmm.
because now we're at regular damage step.
Yep.
So you do your first strike damage, you ninjutsu in, you do your regular damage, and then you go into your combat step. It is a nasty trick.
I can't believe
So-
you.
Man, I
Like,
have not played
would
against
you-
a lot of ninjutsu players.
Is there a lot of like unblockable first strikers out there though? I see, like, I'm looking at my screen. I'm seeing some flying first strikes. Maybe that's the way to build it. I don't know.
I think that's probably, but a lot of that's in white, and I run Demir blue black.
Yeah.
So
But it was just a fun fact I didn't know that you
Yeah.
can even
No.
ninjutsu at the post combat, just like reconnaissance, right? They're considered quote unquote still in combat, so you can untap them. Yeah, it was wild. More you know.
The new Ninja Turtle set has an Esper blue white black ninjutsu commander that you can build. And so if you're into that kind of thing, you could probably build a pretty disgusting blue white black ninjutsu commander. So something to think about. Anyway, on that same note, right? Let's say Top is bearing down on you, Astro, with his oh my gosh, what is that 11-11 infect?
Oh my god, why
Why
can
am I
I not think of it?
Steel Colossus.
My man.
Blightsteel Colossus is bearing down on you, Astro, right? You go through your combat steps, right? First strike step happens. You go to regular combat. You can give Blightsteel Colossus first strike with an instant. Combat, he does not do damage to you. If you allow combat to go from first strike to the regular combat step, if you give him first strike, he will never do damage to you because that step has already been skipped.
Repeat that for the class.
If you're going through your combat steps, right, and you go to assign attackers and assign blockers, if you assign after you've passed the first strike step, if you get to regular combat and cast and use an instant to give Blightsteel Colossus first strike damage has already passed and is not going to happen, so he will effectively skip his attack. He'll never attack.
Huh. Okay.
That's like a 1 in a million. You'll never probably ever get that opportunity.
The only thing
but
I can
based-
think of, there's a single red, it's like Warlord something. I have it in Feather to where they
Warlord's
get
Fury, something.
Yeah,
like
they
that.
get first
There's a
strike
lot
and
of-
draw a card.
There's a lot of Boros give target creature first strike.
Yeah.
Right? That 9 times out of 10, you're doing that to yourself. You can actually use that as a combat
Bro.
trick to skip someone's attack.
Bro.
That's gnarly.
Something to think about.
That's
Keep that in-
nasty. That's
That
nasty.
is nasty. Okay.
All right, I got another one.
Okay.
All right, so say I'm running oh gosh, oh bosh, right?
My man.
All right, so Astro. Say I have Obosh on the field. He doubles all odd converted cost mana, right? So I throw a lightning bolt at you that does 3 damage, but also on the field I have Torbrand. And how Torbrand reads is if a red source you control would deal damage to an opponent or a permanent an opponent controls, it deals that much damage plus 2 instead. How do you think all the who figures out all the calculations that are done to his or her permanence or his or herself? Who is in charge of that calculation?
The one attacking?
Wouldn't that be nice indeed? So the person who is being dealt damage or who controls the permanent being dealt damage, they decide how the math is done. So what you as the defending player would do, you would do all the multiplicative parts first, and then the additive after. So you would do a damage double from 3 to 6 plus 2 is 8 with Torbrand versus plus 2 is 5, double is 10. So you take 2 less damage. Fun facts.
The burn players are going to try and tell you that's not how it works, and they get to choose how you stack the ability, but that they are lying to you.
Mm-hmm.
It is in the rules. The one being affected is the one who gets to choose.
It is rule
Just so
616.1, to be fair.
There you
If
go.
2 or more replacement and or preventive effects are attempting to modify the way an event affects an object or player, the affected object's controller or the affected player chooses one to apply. So they choose the order in which they resolve.
Well, I've been playing that wrong then.
Mm-hmm. Hey, if you can pull a fast one on them, and they don't know any better, I mean, shame on you.
No, they
for
pulled a
not-
fast one on me. Shame on me for not knowing.
Who's tricking my boy?
Yeah, we had a couple weeks ago at one of the local game stores, and I was like, oh yeah. Then they were I forgot who was running, but it was like a burn deck, and they were like, oh yeah, this is how it goes. And I was like, I've never played against one, so I was like, all right, cool. If that's how you say it goes, why not?
Oh,
Now you know.
A trusting little fool.
I just want to put in like that reading rainbow. Dun-dun-dun. The more you know.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, that one was also on my list, so thank you, Top. But that's okay. All right, next I have. I'm gonna use a card here. I don't know how familiar you both are. Are you familiar with Noxious Gear Hulk?
That destroys
Yeah, I'll say I am.
something when it enters, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
This happened in a gameplay over our mission, so that's why I'm using this guy. But I'm gonna read the card for the class. So Noxious Gear Hulk, it's a 6-drop artifact creature. He has menace. When Noxious Gear Hulk enters the battlefield, you may destroy another target creature. If a creature is destroyed in this way, you gain life equal to its toughness.
Okay.
Okay. Pretty good card.
Yes, it is.
Black spell. It's in a lot of decks that I have. I will never pay that 6 mana. I will get that card out for free. I guarantee. I will guarantee it. I will find a way to get it out for free. Anyway, so you, Astro, you do not like my 6/6 Archfiend of Dross, and I don't blame you. He's a 6/6 with flying and lifelink, and you want to blow him up. You somehow had 6 mana in this story, which you definitely did not have during this last game. But you get Noxious Gear Hulk on the battlefield, and you target my Archfiend of Dross. You're expecting to gain 6 life when my creature is destroyed. And I don't blame you.
Correct.
But I, in response, sacrifice Archfiend of Dross to the Phyrexian altar. What do you think happens?
I don't get anything since he was sacrificed and not destroyed.
That is correct. The destroy is part of the trigger. You will get nothing other than my creature was removed. Hooray. But it will yes, you will not get to gain the life, unfortunately. I think there's a couple of other cards that are very similar. I want to say Massacre Girl is another one you can use this trick to get around. Her ability, I can't remember hers is dies or dies in this way. No, it's just dies. Oh, okay. So Massacre Girl's ability is the Wither, where if their toughness was less than 1, she draws a card, right? Which stacks. So before the Wither takes effect, you can sacrifice to Phyrexian altar or whatever altar you have on the field, and you can get around that.
Interesting.
So these are tricks to get around Phyrexian altar, altar of dementia. what is the other one? Ashnod's Altar. All of those cards are really good sack outlets anyway, but to elevate them even more, you can get around your opponent's tricks by letting them favor you instead. So that is that. Responding with sacrifice is what that little section is
It's
called.
the stack is a fantastic thing to be able to manipulate if you know
It's
how
a
to do it.
tool. Unless you
Speaking
be
of this stack,
Robot.
I want to. What are some things that subvert the stack? These things are called special actions. Astro, playing
Yes.
a land. Can I, as your opponent, respond to you playing a land?
Yes, I wouldn't be too happy about it, but I believe you can.
That is false. I cannot respond to you playing
You
a
also
land.
cannot you also cannot respond to him tapping a land.
Correct. Even if a creature says tap this, like Land of War Elves, right? Tap this, add one forest to your mana pool. I cannot respond to that because that is a mana ability. Just like when you tap lands that add mana to your mana pool, your opponents cannot respond to it. Just like you playing lands, they cannot do anything in response to you playing a land. And I kind of want to go over a few other things that don't use the stack as well. So again, these are called special actions. We have suspend. Suspend does not use the stack. Foretelling cards does not use the stack. And turning cards face up does
Morphing,
not.
yeah.
Yep, morphing does not use the stack. However, with that said, if creatures say, if you morph this, do this, the do
can
this
respond to that.
does add to the stack. But opponent can't say no. I destroy your creature before he turns face up. They cannot do that. The creature will turn face up. The ability of them turning face up will enter the stack, so they can only respond to the ability entering the stack. The same with foretell, companion, warp. Wasn't warp a thing?
Warp is a thing.
Yeah, is that a
where
special
you
ability? I think that's a special ability.
no,
Is it
you
not?
you cast it for its warp cost. It's just like evoke.
Okay. But yeah, there are certain things that don't use the stack: suspend, foretelling, companion, and or morphing and playing lands. Players cannot respond to them. Fun facts.
Huh. Okay. But I know they can definitely bounce lands, though.
There are some return target permanents to your hand.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you can tap your mana in response to that, and I can't do anything about that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Very good. Okay, I got another one for you. This is one that I'm guilty of doing before. One of my past sins that I've since rectified. So I apologize to everyone I hurt with this. So in my Gyrus deck, which is where I get to, when Gyrus attacks, I can return a creature from my graveyard with less power than Gyrus to the battlefield, tapped and attacking. Excellent. One of the best cards in that deck, or so I thought, was Colonian Hydra. Colonian Hydra enters the battlefield with 4 1/1 counters on it, and when Colonian Hydra attacks, double the number of 1/1 counters on each creature you control. So if I'm swinging Gyrus at you, Astro, for 5, and Colonian Hydra enters with 4, and he's attacking you, how much damage is coming at you, Astro?
Basic brain says 9, but I'm pretty sure that's wrong.
Oh, you're absolutely right. My basic brain said when Colonian Hydra attacks, double the number of 1/1 counters on him. So I thought, okay, we'll double Colonian to 8, and we'll double Gyrus to 10, making it 18. And I was like, this is going to be a good perfect card for this deck. But the problem is, I never announce Colonian Hydra as an attacker, so I don't get the double the counters trigger. You skip that phase. When things say that they enter tapped and attacking, skips that phase. It also gets around blind obedience and authority of consults to say that creatures enter the battlefield tapped, which is a great card in its own way of control and stacking, but this gets around all of that in the exact same way Master of Cruelty says that he can only attack alone. Because of Gyrus's ability, it says it enters tapped and attacking, actually get around all of that. So any attacking restrictions, any attacking abilities you would get, attacking abilities just don't trigger with that ability on the stack. You have anything to add on that, Top? Am I explaining that?
That sounds.
Nope.
I didn't know that was a thing. I would have thought tapped and attacking triggers any attacking verbiage on a card, but you're saying because you don't declare it as an attacker during the attack step, you don't
That's
get the
correct.
benefit of it doubling the 1/1 counters.
Mm-hmm.
The more you know.
Right.
Yep, that's why I had to pull him out of the deck because it was not doing the thing that I thought it did. All right. Well, that's all the examples I got here. You got anything else for me, Tom?
I'm sure we could think of something if we really put our brains to it, but
I just wanted to ask you guys' opinion.
I do got one.
Okay.
All right. This isn't my own. I read this and I'm just like, man, this is savage. All right. So there's two cards, one called Silent Arbiter and one called Season of the Witch. So how
I don't know either of these cards.
All right, Silent Arbiter is a 1/5 artifact creature construct, costs 4 generic. And it reads, no more than one creature can attack each combat, and no more than one creature can block each combat. So if you pair that with Season of the Witch, which is a black enchantment, at the end of each player's turn, all of his or her untapped creatures that could have attacked but did not are destroyed. If you do not pay 2 life during your upkeep, Season of the Witch is destroyed. Effects that prevent or redirect damage may not be used to counter the loss of life. So, how it reads is, so if I put down Silent Arbiter and Season of the Witch, you can only attack with one creature. You still
They all could have attacked.
They all could have, so they still all get sacrificed. The only way you get around this is if they have summoning sickness or maybe pacify on them. But don't just because it says you can only attack with one, you could have chosen any one of those, so they all still get sacrificed. I just when I Google search weird rules and I've read this, I'm like, brother, that's so good. That's so good. Pretty good. Yeah, that's my last one.
Yeah, I got Silent Arbiter in my cloud deck. I just never got to use him.
Oof.
Your cloud deck, interesting.
Yeah, because he's an artifact creature, and it's kind of so. I built Cloud as just build him up as possible and just swing for commander damage. That's my goal for my Cloud deck. Just swing for commander. So it's just I put a bunch of cards that are destroy all cards or all creatures except for one, then have them fight each other.
Oof.
I believe it's it's an Assassin's Creed. It's from Assassin's Creed. I forgot what it's called, but yeah, it's perfect. And you give Cloud trample and just mollywop them.
Yeah, womp them. Excellent. I do have a word from our sponsor today.
Let's
if
do
we're
it.
ready to do that. All right.
Let's make some money.
Astro, are you satisfied with your mattress at home?
No.
Well, it's a good thing you came on today's show because we have a exclusive opening ad read this week for concave mattress. I know it may be daunting to go to mattress stores these days. They all look the same. It's hard to really get an idea of how any of them are different. Concave mattress is a little different. As the name suggests, it is similar to being in a pit. The mattress will come around you, swallow you up, and make you feel like someone is in bed with you, which you probably have not felt in a long time. And that's understandable. That's okay. Don't feel bad. So, concave mattress will for sure help you get the back pain that you've been looking for in your younger years, and it will help you get the VA disability that you're looking for in the future. If you are in such debilitating pain that you cannot move, you can go ahead and flip it over and pop your back into place well enough that you can get by. But concave mattresses are different in their own way in that you will literally sink into the bed, getting maximum utilization of the floor space that you have. They are the first of their kind. They're going to change the way we're doing the mattress game. It will come straight to your door in a non-disclosed box. You'll open it up. You'll immediately regret your decisions because you did it in the living room. Now you got to figure out how to get into your bedroom. No big deal. There is a 30-day guarantee that you will love your mattress, or you can keep it for free. Doesn't matter. Whatever you want to do with them. They are willing to take a shot on you. Are you willing to take a shot on them? Concave mattress. Go ahead and use code MGM and let them know that we sent you. Get your hands on a mattress today.
Hell
Oh yeah.
We have, I believe, for you to vote on, Astro, we have Shadow Exception Policy, Concave Mattress, and then Mrs. Chief Corgi's I am blanking on the name. Child care services. Child Shield? I believe it's Child Shield. To choose from.
I would go with the child services, but I don't have any children at the moment, so I gotta go with the concave mattress. Give me that 40% VA.
I'm back on top.
Oh man.
We were listening to a pod together during the mission, and we were like, it was a Helix mattress ad, and I was like, I can do this. I can do. What's another sphere? What's another ridiculous shape? We went with concave. Perfect.
I like it.
Excellent. All right.
Perfect.
I gotta ask one quick question about the game, though. What I mean, about Magic. What are you guys' opinion about Eminence?
Shouldn't be.
That's overpowered. That you're. I don't understand the question.
And they should make more cards with Eminence, or just kind of stick to the 7 that we have, I believe.
No, should never have been a thing to begin with. Nothing.
Okay, fair enough.
I think if Eminence worked like after the first time the creature's been summoned, afterwards, it's still, even after it's been removed, its Eminence is activated for the rest of the game. I would say that's a fair mechanic, but having it from the rip, that's pretty wild.
Especially Eggers, dude. Get a token just for playing a creature and not even playing Egger. It's like, come on, bro. Come on.
It's the same with Yuriko, right? Like, her ability should be affected by the commander tax.
Yes.
It's just little things
Cowards.
like that. Like, you could tweak it and just make the game a little bit more fair.
It's like 2 sentences in the comprehensive rules. Make the fucking change.
Can you tell?
And then you can make more ninjutsu commanders. Like, that's for real. Then go hog wild with the ninjutsu commanders at that point.
Yuriko is such a good commander. She doesn't even need the commander ninjutsu. We played that game during the I'll bring on the pod eventually, but we played that game during the maintenance mission, and she just fucking works so good. She doesn't need that busted ability.
Mm-hmm.
That's just my opinion. But anyway,
I don't know. And I think ninjutsu
Okay,
should use
I
the
just
stack,
wanted
but
to
that's
ask.
just me too. But anyway.
It's One Piece time.
Oh,
It's
Okay.
the real reason Astro's here.
okay. I heard they came out with like season 2 of a live action thing.
Brother,
They did.
season 1 was over 1,100 episodes long. Now we're getting season 2.
Mm-hmm.
Stoked.
We're
Are you
eating
talking about
good,
the live?
Chief.
Are you talking about? Hold on. All right. Were you talking about the live action?
Yeah.
Okay. So the live action is actually, I think season 2 live action is better than season 1 of the live action. I don't know if you've watched the live action Astro.
Yes, I have. And I kind of concur because they, like, especially with everything that we know now, how they outed Bartholomew and some other guys that were there. And I was like, people were complaining about. I was like, no, dude, he explained that he was there. We just didn't see him. And I was like,
Yeah.
perfect. I'm like, I really enjoyed it.
Name dropping Nika, name dropping all this stuff, having references to God Valley and stuff right off the oh, brother, it's so good. So
Oh, and the
stoked.
little Nika statue and
Yeah, well
and
they said Nika too during their fight,
mhm.
during the Giants fight, you know, we're doing this for the glory of Nika. And I was like, oh smokes. Oh, okay, we're just doing this. All right, cool. Yeah, so no, I was talking about season. So for a little bit of background history for everybody, One Piece was the longest running anime ever. It was every other anime has gone to seasonal where they do 13 to 24 episodes a season, and then you'll either get renewed or they don't. One Piece back in the day, the Dragon Ball Z days, you know, they would just do an episode every week, right? But so One Piece was one of the only animes that was holding strong and still doing that. So back in, you can correct me if I'm wrong, Astro, was it July? August?
Around that time frame.
They ended the streak, and they announced that they were also going to go seasonal starting in April. So by the time this episode comes out, One Piece anime is coming back for its season 2, which I have a feeling is going to be a little bit shorter than season 1, ever so ever so slightly. But yeah, we're going to be starting off in the Elbaf arc, so going to Legoland first, if I'm not mistaken. Unless you think we can skip that.
Wait, sorry, you cut off there for a bit, Chief. What was that?
I said we're going to Elbaf here in the anime, and we should be going to Legoland unless you think we can skip that.
No, I don't think so. I'm pretty sure the first couple episodes are gonna be Legoland.
Yeah.
I feel like the season will end once we finally meet Loki, when Luffy meets Loki for the first time.
You think that's all we're gonna do? Or we're gonna see Loki and that's it?
I mean, maybe it could be a good point to drop him off. But speaking of Loki, I do want to kind of see how how he met Lola, because
Yeah, we
that
haven't done
brings us
that
another
yet.
tangent with Big Mom dropping the ball so many times. She could have been already the Pirate King a long time ago if everything went right for her. But
Yeah. Okay, I gotta reel this back. So 24 episodes of the One Piece season 2 anime coming back. You think we're only gonna get to Loki?
oh wait, no, I thought it was only 12.
It's gonna be 2 halves. It's gonna be half in the spring, half in the fall. Like a
Oh,
core.
okay. Then no. I'm trying to think what would be a good stopping point.
I think we're gonna get to we're either gonna do the Shanks reveal or the not Shanks reveal.
Shamrock.
Shamrock reveal, or what would be really sick is if they did the they were about to start the flashback for Harold and then cut it off there.
Okay, yeah. Nope, I totally can see that. Honestly, I would want like a whole 12 episodes just dedicated to the flashback.
I want just one whole season for that flashback, brother. Brother, that was so.
I'm with you right there, Chip. I want them to have their own opening with rocks and everybody. I'm like, give just 12 episodes of just the flashbacks, flesh them out as much as they can, and I'm like, give me that. Come on, Oda.
So, top for your understanding why we're so excited. In the manga right now, the main character is face to face with the main bad guy for the entire series. They finally are face to face with each other at the end of the last chapter. So we're pretty stoked. We're pretty antsy to see what's going to happen next. I don't see any realm or version of the One Piece world where this battle concludes here. It's gotta get cut off somehow. You know what I mean? We gotta someone's gotta tactically retreat. Now the question is gonna be, is it gonna be our heroes running away with their tail between their legs, or is Emu going to run away or be forced to retreat for some reason?
Is the main baddie
I'll
named
take no comment on
Blackbeard?
that.
Interesting question. Interesting reason you bring that up is because Emu is the ghost in the background, right? That's like puppet mastering everything behind the scenes. Blackbeard is seeking to take their throne-esque. So the community is pretty divided on who's going to end up being the big bad at the end. Is it going to be Blackbeard or is it going to be Emu at the end? But
I
right
was
now,
actually about to ask you that question, Chief. Who do you think it was going to be?
I'm a big believer that it's going to be Blackbeard, and the reason for Luffy's final big boss is going to be Blackbeard. Now, whether or not, and it's going to be over the One Piece, and it's going to be, and the reason I say that is because in that fight, right, all of Luffy's crew members have a crew member of Blackbeard's to fight. They have a 1v1 person to fight. And for each of their own reasons, it's going to be so satisfying to watch them beat the shit out of each other. And I'm so excited. Emu's forces, on the other hand, not so much. I'm not saying they're not going to clash. I just don't see a satisfying in-goal fight there.
All right,
If that makes sense.
non-One
No, I
Piece
feel you.
person here. Is it an emu a bird? Or something like that?
That is EMU. This is IMU.
Okay.
And it literally just looks like a shadow. Like we've never seen an actual corporeal form for this.
It's pretty much just a silhouette the entire, not even like a whole silhouette. It's just like weird to describe. But we see that he has a crown, or at least we think it's a crown.
It looks like a
Because
crown.
with Oda, you
yeah.
never know.
That's true. That's true. Speaking of, it looked like a crown. Did you peek in the live action that they had Loki's silhouette in the statues?
Yeah, the not his actual what's it called shape, his
but the
live,
silhouette.
yeah silhouette of when we get the flashback for him and Lola.
Yeah. I
Chubby Loki.
Hey, everyone goes through that stage. No, I'm very excited. I'm for the anime coming back, but also just to see where we go with the manga. Speaking of manga coming back, Dragon Ball manga is on its way back in. They're saying before the end of the year we're gonna have an anime back, which in my opinion, the next arc is it's not Girl, it's Moro, and I think even if you're not caught up top, as big of a Vegeta fan as you are, this is a very Vegeta heavy arc, and I think you would really enjoy what they do with. So when those episodes are airing, I'm definitely going to be sending you clips of all the of all the Vegeta fights because
Is
it's
this
it's
one
gonna be
where he
pretty good.
becomes the Prince of Destruction or whatever, or the God
No,
of
this is
Destruction?
before. So Vegeta's big arc in this next arc, his big character arc is like him admitting the reason Goku's so far ahead of him is because Vegeta refused to have a teacher his entire life. And so whereas Goku has gotten to the point where he's like, I don't need a teacher anymore. I'm too fucking good. Vegeta's like being the humble one and going to people and be like, I need you to teach me what I lack. And so he's like the whole arc is just him going to different people and just being like, teach me everything you know that I don't know. And it's a very interesting, it's also like you get to see of course New Namek gets attacked again. So Vegeta like trying to make up for all of the bad things he did to the Namekians during the Frieza arc and just really good character stuff for him. It's so neat and it's also the bad guy uses magic, which is not key, not the same thing. And it's just a really interesting watching a magic user go up against our beat 'em up boys. So I'm assuming you've read this as well, Astro.
Mm-hmm.
It's I think you can back me up here. It's really good stuff, and I'm really excited to see what the anime does with it.
I wholeheartedly agree with Chief Top. I mean, maybe if you don't, you could probably watch some reviews of everything that's happened after the Boo saga, because I know you said pretty much that's where you stopped. Just watch some reviews to see what's happened, then just
I forced him to watch
focus
some
it.
clips of the Tournament of Power.
Oh, okay. So she's not completely lost.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not lost. It's just like, oh, this is fun make believe because everything ended when Vegeta sacrificed himself.
Just think of it as Vegeta's dream of him being humble, like his life flashing before his eyes before the final Big Bang, and he's like, "This is what could have been."
What
Brother,
could have been
they
if
had the most perfect arc. It was the most selfless act. Like he agreed that Goku's the best, and that well, no, wait, he agreed Goku's the best after the fact when him
was
and
on Supreme Kai's planet. Yeah.
But it was like the guy went from the most selfish person in the world to just like, oh, I'm gonna sacrifice myself for my family. I'm like, brother, what a beautiful ending. Like, stop, just stop right there. So
It's the same with Gohan, right? Like they did the 180. They did the perfect like, you know, I didn't want to be this guy, but you pushed me too far, and I'm not gonna let you hurt anybody else, right? And then like as soon as that arc's over, it's like, well, we don't know what to do with Gohan now, so now we're going to go back to what we know with him. So it's just like, oh man,
right.
See, that is my Vegeta for top. I mean, I am a Gohan stan. Now that just pisses me off every time. I'm like, they murdered my boy every
My
time.
boy.
Then they did him so dirty as well during the Resurrection of F movie. He just gets
Oh
one
my
shot, and I'm like,
gosh.
brother, if he like, okay, he got one shot, and that should have been his wake up call to just keep training and going further
Yeah.
beyond. I'm like, you gotta like, I got one shot. I have a wife and kids now. It's like he needs to go back into training with his dad. Like, yeah, I want to see him go full beast again.
Yeah, for sure. I understand that's not your dream, right? You don't want to be a fighter. You want to be a
Mhm.
scholar or whatever, but you have to take up that mantle enough so that like when your livelihood, when your family's in danger, like you know those threats are out there. You've literally been to space.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's not like a big like reveal like oh there's that people out there trying to kill us like I don't know. To me it's like it doesn't pass the common sense test, but anyway.
Yeah,
Doesn't pass the
especially
human
with his
test.
dad always being off planet. He knows, like, oh,
Sure.
Vegeta's still out there. Cell can come back at any moment. We still
Sure.
have evil Boo. So I'm like, there's plenty of threats in the world. I'm like, you better get on it. Start lifting that weight, baby.
We're gonna
And
do
literally.
one fingertip push-ups at 2,000 times gravity.
Yes.
Pretty much. Yeah.
I don't know.
Other thing I
That's
wanted to
that's
talk
my only rub with Dragon Ball. They have to keep outdoing themselves and just
Sure.
I don't know. It
That goes
just
with any
right.
that goes with any shonen, yeah.
Um,
Battle series.
Astro, I don't know if you heard, I completed book 1 of Berserk.
Oh, I've been meaning to talk to you about that. What do you think?
Okay. I'm still a newbie on how to read the panels. I know you sent me the image. Like, everything's in reverse to my smooth brain. The only, it's just, it as crazy as it is, the book is very predictable because you can just be like, okay, what's the worst thing that could happen in this situation? And that's what happens. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I wish they would subvert my expectations a little more, in that sometimes a little give and take will go longer in the end for us casual people, and just be like, okay, we're just gonna Game of Thrones this, and whatever horrible thing can happen, that's what's gonna happen. Okay, label me not surprised anymore. But that's
I would say that's one of the reasons why One Piece to me is so good, because he always primes you with the opposite emotion of what he's gonna hit you with in the dick at the end of the chapter. So like this latest chapter, right? We get to see Luffy getting scolded by his companions and everyone like trying to like cheer him up, like, "Hey buddy, it's okay that they're yelling at you. It's okay. Like, like we still like you, just sometimes you're an idiot and people got to tell you to stop being an idiot." And then at the end of the chapter, like one of his crewmates gets hurt and he goes, "I'm gonna fucking kill you." It's like, "Oh my gosh." If it had been like, like balls to the wall Luffy the entire chapter, I would have been like, yeah, it's a cool ending. But just being primed with that opposite emotion, and it was one of those things. After reading that, I was like, he does this all the time. They do this to me like every other chapter, like I feel good, I feel happy, and then it's like at the end, it's like, and then everybody died, and it's like, oh shit, okay, all right. So they, I think that from what I understand with Berserk, he gets a lot better, and you'll find that what you think is the worst possible thing will just keep going further and further down in the pit. You will learn the true depravity of humans.
Yeah. It's pretty much like Goku going Super Saiyan 3 is like, and this is to go further beyond.
And further beyond. Yeah.
I don't know what they call that, like shock entertainment, to where it's like they're just going to shock you with how horrific it is.
Oh, it's
you know what I mean?
trauma
Like
porn.
maybe
It's,
back in the 1980s, that would have hit a little different, because I think this came out in the 80s, didn't it, or the early 90s, something like that. Like, I think it would hit a little different if I read it, if I was a younger adult or an older teen reading it at that point, where it was like, take your vitamins and say your prayers, brother, and you'll defeat evil, kind of a thing. And then you read this thing and it's just the exact fucking opposite. It's like, well, now we're in 2026, 2025, right? And it's just like, well, it's like, okay, I've seen Game of Thrones, do your worst. I'm just like, oh, okay. I don't know.
I will say the longer you read, again, you're at the entry level there.
Sure.
You're at the gate. The further, I have had people literally, and they're like upset, like I'm losing sleep over the fact that I read Berserk, and I'm like, I told you not to. I told you that's a bad idea. So I haven't read it for that exact reason. I've heard people give just enough synopsis for me to be like, yeah, I don't want any of that.
Well, when
released in 1990.
When you open it up, and one of the first things he goes and he finds like this wife, like this daughter and this old man, and they're like, hey, you can come ride in our wagon. Next thing you know, they get fucking torn apart by zombies and shit. And you're just like, oh, okay, so no one's safe. Okay, so since no one's safe, I'm not gonna like form a connection with anybody.
Yeah, sure.
So I don't know. Like, Game of Thrones prepped me for it. I'm like, oh, okay, label me not surprised.
Sure.
But was it?
See,
good?
I was the
Yes.
opposite for that.
You were the opposite?
Because I started reading Berserk, so I was already into don't have any attachments when it comes to dark fantasy. Then when Game of Thrones was, airing on HBO first time and they had everyone by the storm, I was like, oh yeah. Then they just started killing everybody off. I was like, yeah, I knew I should not have made attachments to anybody. Then just kept going like that. So I just had the complete opposite. I was like, yeah, everyone's just gonna die.
I'll never
You
forget
were
when I
primed
first
by
watched Game of
Berserk.
Thrones and they killed Ned Stark. I'm like, I'm never watching another season again. They killed my boy.
Wow.
They killed my boy. And then I learned that Ned
Yeah.
Stark wasn't the star of the show at all. Like he's just a drop in the bucket. Like that was a rude awakening of a young 20-something top.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be honest. After what, like season 5, it just kept going downhill, and I was already in too deep. I was like, I'll just watch it to watch it or put it as background noise. But then the ending solidified it. I was like, yeah, nope.
Yeah. I mean, that's how Walking Dead got so repetitive, whatever. Was it the Negan arc? And I was just like, no, this is fine. This is a good place to drop off the wagon. I'm not gonna follow you anymore. Seen enough of this. So but anyway, manga that will not leave you disappointed. KaguraBachi. Have you
Mm-hmm.
gotten caught up on that
Fully caught
show?
up, but I am reading it, and it is really really good. I will not lie to you. I was kind of putting it off because, like I told you, I was stopped at at the auction house arc. Then I completely just I was like, let me marinate it a bit. Then I was
Yeah.
like, all right. Then you convinced me, and I went back to it, and I started reading it, and I'm back just finished the auction arc. I'm like, you know what? This is actually really fucking good.
This is Now I'm gonna say this, and it's gonna sound like a bad thing. This is a manufactured good manga. And what I mean by that is there are people telling him this is what's popular, make this a thing. And that sounds like a slap, but he's taking all of my favorite elements from good anime and manga and making it
Mm.
better, question mark? Like Demon Slayer, really good anime, really enjoy it. One of my least favorite parts is people with swords don't fight each other very often. We fixed that problem in this in this manga. It's so good. No, what I was gonna say is though, like there is One Piece. You can throw a stick and you can hit a One Piece YouTuber online. I can find them all over the place. I can't find people covering this. I wanna talk to more people about it, but there are not enough people. So you need to. My best
Get caught up.
trying to what?
Get caught up so we can talk about it more.
Yeah, you need to get caught up so we can talk more, and then you need to help me convince Top that it's worth. Uh, just read the first chapter is what I would say to people who are
Hmm.
on the fence. It's a long one, but it's in color, and it's so good. It's to give like the briefest of synopsis. It's not giving anything away. There is a it's kind of an alt history instead of World War II with it's definitely not an allegory for World War II with the nuclear bombs and stuff. This island appears off the coast of Japan with this magical material, and the they forge swords out of them. And I believe there are 12 swords that whoever's wielding that sword, they make like a soul contract with that sword. They're the only person that can wield it, and they get magical powers based off which sword they got. And it is all about somebody stole these swords from the archive, basically, and it's this main character going out to get those swords back. It is such a good. I was telling Astro, I thought we were at the end of the story because the main character was going up against what I thought was the end game boss. And I was like, well, we're 100 chapters in. It's been a good run. I've really enjoyed this series. I'm going to be sad that it's over, but hopefully when it ends, that means we can get an anime and I can finally enjoy the anime. Motherfucker, it ended and they go part 1 over, part 2 begins next week, and I was like, what the fuck is
Oh
going
no.
on? Yeah, it's like I am so confused. So part 2 just started. So if you're on the fence, it is not too late. You can get caught up very quickly. It is one of those binge reads. Like as soon as you finish, you want to read the next one. So it's definitely not. You don't have to marinate it unless you're like Astro. You'll probably miss stuff, but I think I read the first 30 chapters on one flight, and I was like, what happens next? What happens next? What happens next? Oh, it's so good. It's so good. So I cannot sing the praises enough. I highly, highly, highly recommend checking out KaguraBachi. And more people should read it and then come on here so I can talk about it because yeah. But yeah.
I mean, there's speculation that it should have an anime soon, but we're just not too sure who's willing to pick it up. Which I'm like, once the anime comes out or the trailer, everyone's gonna start reading it, Chief, for sure.
Sure. I think this is me. This is me being speculation boss. I think Studio Pierrot, the people who are doing Demon Slayer, I think they want to finish those movies and then they're gonna pick it up. That's gonna be their next big thing.
Isn't there a rumor mill that Berserk is getting a new anime?
It's the first I've heard about.
Yeah,
That doesn't mean it's not true.
I mean, I know a guy.
Yeah. I say
I
as
don't
I
know.
whip out my computer.
So they made one in the teens that wasn't very well received, like the one back in the early 2000s or 90s, from my understanding.
Yeah, because it was like rotoscoped or whatever.
Mhm.
Like they tried to do like a CGI-esque. They weren't ready.
Yeah.
Well, it's a fan adaptation animation group is apparently trying to pick it up
That's
starting
what
in
it was.
2026.
Yeah, they were doing
Yeah,
like a
Band
almost
of
like
Wolf.
a GoFundMe thing or something. I don't know.
Oh, Studio Eclipse. I see it here. Well, it's one of those give it a whirl, you know what I mean? If the original creator, which he passed away, but whoever's taking it on, if they don't mind, you know what I mean, and you're not going to get sued for it, yeah, go for it.
Hey, why wouldn't you back and
Another
be
one
like,
that
all
I
right,
kind
give
of
us like
recommend is
50%?
what was that, Chief?
Well, I was just saying, like, I don't see why anyone of any intellectual property, like, hey, we are huge, fans of your work. We want to animate it. And then you see it like, yeah, that's good. All right, yeah, you can do that. Just give me 50% of your profits or whatever, or 25%, whatever it is. Like, why wouldn't you want to? It just blows my mind. Anyway.
They take copyright very different in Japan than like a Dragon Ball YouTuber got all of his stuff taken down because he was talking about the manga releases every week when they were coming out. And they took his stuff down. And he was like, I'm literally promoting your stuff for free. You're getting free promotion out of me. And they're like, that's not how we see it. We see you capitalizing, making money off of us. And he was like, are you guys doing a Dragon Ball podcast? Because I would love to listen to it. It's just one of those, like, if you're not going to do it, let me do it. And you'll get people interested in your stuff.
But the copywriter, it is our intellectual property.
Oh, okay. Now we're getting into EO Well, I think we've been going for like 90 minutes now. Do we need to pinch it off here?
I think we're good. Astro, you got any last thoughts? What's some last minute advice you want to give to our listeners?
Listen to more episodes. Listen to the music on repeat. That's what I'd be doing sometimes.
My man,
brother, preach.
I will say I am still waiting on the Mardu song. So
Mardu song's out.
Is it?
Yeah, it's all in Japanese. It's a J-pop song.
Was that part?
Okay.
That was your very first episode, Astro. I think we had that.
Yeah, I don't remember.
My man hasn't listened.
Yeah,
I have.
Trying to make me think he was in the loop. No, I I do want to bring up. We are trying 2 things on the songs. Thank you for bringing that up. Trying to do the radio episode, so we're gonna try and do a radio station episode, just with all of our songs. Number 2, I hear some of you in the comments or that have been pinging me. I know these songs. I wrote the songs. They are AI sung because you don't want to hear me sing. I promise. And we can't afford, this podcast is not making any money, right? This is me and Top literally losing money when we do this. We do it for fun, and we do it so we can play Magic with our friends and hopefully some of you one day. I say that to say, if some of you would like to perform the songs in a similar style and be done by real people for free, by all means, please do. I love real people performing work, but we can't afford that. Same reason why we have AI generated images. We literally cannot afford or have the ability to render our own art pieces. So that is why we use AI. It's a tool. I would love for us to eventually make money where we could do the real deal. We're just not there right now. So if that doesn't appease you and our AI music offends you, I do apologize. You don't have to listen to it, but I'm not going to take it down.
If
Okay,
you
sorry.
want
I had
to
to get that
do
little
the
monkey off my back there.
stance, I will throw down bars. I will throw down bars for that if you want to do it live.
I was gonna say, from my understanding, and I can't speak to Top's Racto stance, but all of my songs were written by me. They were lyrics were all done by me. I just, like I said, I cannot perform.
Yeah.
So yeah,
We write the lyrics and we're just like, you know what? Hey, AI tool, make this into a song while I go to my 8-hour fucking job. Then come home to a wife and kids with Chief and just a wife for me. And I still have to go to the gym and I still have kids because I'm in charge of a platoon or a company and I have to take care of all those fucking problems. Yeah, let me find fucking time in that space to make music. Sorry, off my soapbox.
Why don't you go rent a recording studio? No, it's all good. Listen, I 100% get it. I don't want, I'm not a fan of the AI slot machine, right? But I didn't tell the AI machine, hey, write me a Selesnya song and then just hit go, right? Like, there are people working on it for free, mind you, and we're losing money. So anyway, I do have a swamp song. I haven't played it yet. We need to get that out there eventually. It's all coming. It's all on the pipeline. I think we might do Is It this week. For Top, some 8-bit music.
I do like. I've been on a retro gaming music trend lately. I really have.
So yeah, that song's for Top. So we'll play. We might do a little Is It this week. So I'm glad you're enjoying it, and I hope everyone is enjoying it as much as they can. Yeah, we're gonna be looking forward to it. I'm thinking episode 20. I think we're gonna try and get. This is episode 18, so I think episode 20 we've got enough time. We can try to record some people calling in and doing some stuff. So it'll be a good time.
Be a good time now.
Who came up with untap, upkeep, draw?
We did.
Yeah, that was us.
No, I mean, was both of you guys? I thought it was just like one or the other.
We'll have to go back and read the text thread on that. It started out as something and it grew into what you heard first episode.
Yeah, so the reason that song inspired all the rest of the songs, but that song was making fun of the fact that at the beginning of each turn we always, so the songs we're always singing for whatever reason in the middle of our games. And then and in order to remind myself to untap, upkeep, draw, we were always singing untap, upkeep, draw, and it's turned into a rock song. So yeah. I do want to say one of the things I eventually want to get to do when we have 1 million subscribers. You remember back in the day, Top, when they had AMV videos to like Drowning Pool, but it was like Dragon Ball Z fights.
I remember downloading from Napster Dragon
wow.
Ball Z music videos, so like Linkin Park, and I'm like, what are? And it was it was like to the movies, right? Like, was it Android
Yeah.
13 and stuff? And I'm just like, what is Brawly? Who's this Brawly guy? I heard of Brawly through Dragon Ball Z AMV music videos on Napster back in the 90s. It was insane.
I thought I knew all there was to know about Dragon Ball Z, and I remember watching one of those. I'm like, who's this guy? This guy looks like a total Billy badass. Yeah.
Yep.
I want eventually some of our rock songs. I want to do that, but our dogs just beating the shit out of each other in like ridiculous anime fights. That's you heard it here first. MGM's gonna bring back anime AMVs. Put it on the list. We're gonna do it. We just need 1 million subscribers first so we can pay for people to do it, because I don't trust AI to do that. Anyway, no, I have like not a script, but I have like an idea in my head how I want it to go, and I just want and this is one of those things where as I've dabbled just enough with AI video to know like that's not going to get that right. So I need a real person, and we can't afford real people right now. So one of these days, unless again, you'd like to volunteer your services, then by all means, thank you in advance. Hit us up. Next week, we're going to try and talk about Strixhaven. All of those cards there have been some leaks. We're going to wait until next week. There's been some huge leaks, Ancestral Recall and all that fun stuff. So next week, we're going to try and talk about that. Trying to get Moose on for that because he's got some intel. So yeah, episode 19, we're going to try and talk about Strixhaven. And yeah, I think that I'm all tapped out there, Top.
I'm all good. I'm all tapped out too.
Thanks again, Astro, for coming on.
Thanks for having me on, Chief.
And roll that outro music.
Oh yeah, I forgot to say, roll the outro music.
That's your
Shit.
thing.
Brother, it's been a minute, okay?
I was gonna say, we haven't
long has
recorded
it been?
We have not recorded an episode since January.
No way.
I was
It's
about to
been
say,
that
I'm like,
long?
your last upload was like a month ago.
I am dead serious. Well, that
Holy
episode took a long time to come out. It was January.
Wow. Okay, well, we'll roll the outro music here. You all tapped out, Chief. I'm all tapped out here.
Bunch of professionals here.
Yes.
You know what?
yeah.
You all are right. We are garbage. We should get AI to run the show.
No, garbage is another class.
Garbage is another AI.
Garbage is another
Oh
podcast.
man.